Okay, so my wiper motor is working fine, but this thing started making a clicking noise when I turned on the ignition. And I, this thing literally, when I tried to remove it, I was trying to see if I can remove this, and this whole thing fell apart. I don't think that they used tape at the factory, did they? Had this tape on it. This is all kind of weird. I mean, this is like, I don't know if this is the way it's supposed to be, but this board, it doesn't seem to be damaged, but then again, the electronics in here could be totally fried. So I don't know if the problem is this board or if it is the relay. I think the relay is the one that was making the clicking noises. Then again, doesn't do anything. So I think what I'm going to do is I found you can buy some kind of a bypass thing. Well, I don't have time to waste. So what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to clip all the wires here and I'm going to jump them based on what I saw online to totally bypass this thing because, this is for the intermittent function of the wipers. And frankly, at this point, I think I checked on eBay and a few other places. These things are like $200+. No, thank you. So for the time being, I can deal just like with my 76, manually operate the wipers. Okay, so I totally clipped this thing. Basically, what I'm going to do is bypass this pink. I'm going to jump the pink and the pink and black like that. And then based on that diagram that I saw, and I hope it's right, it's this brown with the on here on G, little letters there. So it's brown and white and the solid brown. So those would be jumped together. So this is the way that this thing would look. And then the rest that they can be left disconnected, of course. Okay, so this is where this bypass connector I made lives. If you look in here, there it is. Just plugs right into the original wiring, of course, because we're bypassing all the other functions. So let me bring it out and show you how this thing should be jumped so everything works. Okay, so let's go over this terminal. Let's start from the other side. Only one terminal is hooked here on this A, B, C, and D side, and that is the pink with the black stripe. And that is positioned here under D. Now on the other side, you have E, F, G, and H. So I thought this was a terminal for letter I, but I cannot really make that out very well. Maybe it looks like there might have been something there. It doesn't matter. It's not used. On this side, under the F letter, you have the pink wire. You jump up to the G and you have the brown with the white stripe. And then next to it, under H, is the solid brown wire. And they all should be visible like this on both sides. So you make a proper connection once it's plugged back into the wiring harness. That allows you to run the wipers without the intermittent pulse. So basically you have off, then you have slow, and I think there's 2 clicks for slow because one would be the intermittent function, which is not going to be used, but it defaults to the slow speed. And then the last one is going to be fast. And you can still push the button for the windshield washer if you desire. Everything works properly once you do this. And of course, the only thing that is no longer going to work is the knob for the timing of the intermittent function. But that again, to me, is of really no use. I mean, I don't drive my cars when it's raining. If I get caught in the rain, I want to have wipers, of course. But otherwise, it's just a convenience that, again, I'm not trying to be cheap or anything, but I cannot justify spending close to $300 to have that little, pulsating wipers. So anyway, I hope that helps.